Hey, it's Simon from Back in Motion Health Group here, and today I'd like to chat to you about how you might best go about preparing yourself to doing a fun run. Let's call it a 5K fun run, and let's say that you've come from a really low running base, or perhaps you've not been running at all. There's a few really important things for you to consider before you start training for that run. One of the really common things that we see is that someone decides they want to do a training run, or they decide they want to do a fun run, and they just get too gung-ho with their training. So they decide, I'm going to start running, and they go and just do a 3 or a 4 or a 5K run from the outset, when in actual fact it was just too much for them, and they get injured. They get despondent and they think running's not for them, when in actual fact maybe all you needed to do was just pull back a little bit and gradually increase the amount of running that you're doing. So you might start with a walk running program rather than just running straight. Maybe you'll walk for a minute and then jog for a minute, walk for a minute and jog for a minute, and progress things on from there. And it's a far more enjoyable way of doing it, but it's also a way that's going to reduce your likelihood of getting injured. The other important thing is that you make sure you've got adequate strength in the muscles that you need to have strength in, so your leg muscles and your core muscles. So I do think it's important that you also start commencing a strengthening program if you haven't done that already. And then finally, I think it's important to look at your running technique. Sometimes a few really subtle changes to your running technique can go a long way to both improving performance, but also reducing your chances of becoming injured. So what I think the best thing to do is to come in and see your local Back in Motion physio, get them to have a bit of a chat to you about what your goals are, and have a bit of a look at your running, and perhaps devise an appropriate strength training program and running program to get you out on the track and doing your first fun run. Thanks very much.